And all right. Hi, guys. Welcome back to Danganronpa. We're doing the Danganronpa things. I think we're gonna leave. Oh, we were moving a lot faster this time. Hopefully I did not jinx that. I don't know. Something tells me it has to do with the second floor. Oh, hi, you're probably irrelevant to the current situation, given your lack of common sense, generally. No offense. Okay, so wait, it is this way. I'm not stupid. No. I have great directional sense. Okay. Yeah, I think it... Yeah, second floor. Oh. I can walk in directions. I know directions super well. Hi everyone, nice to see you. Okay. The door's open, but aren't these supposed to be locked?
For this investigation, I have unlocked the doors. Please look around to your heart's content.
Investigation?
It's all clear now.
Just as I thought. Byakuya?
I see.
Oh gosh. Okay, we already have to hydrate. Oh, great. Judging from what he just said, there can be no doubt that a murder really has taken place. Come on! And the locker rooms. They're suspicious. Very suspicious indeed. Wouldn't you agree? Huh? Suspicious? It seems no one's searched the locker rooms. Let's start with the girls' locker room. He was muttering, as if only talking to himself. Without waiting for a reply, he pressed his hand against the girls' locker room door. And the door swung open without a sound. In that moment, time seemed to freeze. What? I don't know how long it took for me to fully comprehend the reality of what I was looking at. But as soon as I did... A wild, almost that scream was actually kind of pathetic. Okay. That was kind of bad. Almost primeval scream escaped from my mouth. I tried to suppress my screaming, but it was useless. It surged out of me like water from a spring gushing out of the ground. Byakuya, on the other hand.
Very strange.
Most unusual, don't you think? He was totally calm, almost as if he was watching it all unfold in front of a TV screen.
I see.
Look, Chihiro's corpse has been suspended somehow, and something's been written on the wall in blood. Bloodlust. Such a brutal way to kill someone. No, this is beyond brutal. Wouldn't you agree? They killed her. How could it not be brutal? No, that's my point. This murder is far too bizarre for any everyday amateur to have committed it. Unlike with Sayaka, this murder was not a crime of passion or necessity.
Interesting.
It's almost as if whoever did this did it for fun. You see what I mean, don't you? What? My head was swimming. I was still reeling, too confused to understand what he was trying to say. And before I could even begin to clear my head... Hey, I heard the screaming. Did something...
A body has been discovered. After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin.
What the hell was that?
What?
That's right. You were unconscious during Sayaka's, so you didn't know about it. What you just heard was the body discovery announcement. Apparently, when 3 or more people discover the body, an announcement plays to let everyone know. I imagine that it's so a search for the culprit can proceed fairly with everyone involved. Proceed fairly? This body discovery announcement, then Chihiro really is...
Naturally.
Dead, yes. Before you start screaming your head off, go round everyone up. It seems another game has begun. Another life or death game to uncover a killer. Taka bolted out of the locker room. As everyone made their way to the scene, it felt as if no time at all had passed. It was like my sense of time had just taken wing and flown away. When I finally came back to myself, I saw everyone had the same look of confusion, fear, and anger. We all just stood there, gathered around Chihiro's body.
Damn.
I couldn't keep her safe. So there's another victim.
Which means we are now in the same position once again.
Fuck, man. What the fuck is this? It's a dream. This is a dream. It's all just a dream. In fact, I haven't even been born yet. I don't have any memory of ever being alive.
Shut up.
For now, pay attention to the wall. Huh? I said it once already. There's a word written there. On the wall. The word bloodlust is written on the wall in blood. I don't think this is any kind of dying message. It's just too strange. But you know, that thing about bloodlust in the blood, doesn't it sound kind of familiar? A murderous fiend who kills again and again using bizarre and brutal method. And at the scene of each crime, the word bloodlust is written in the victim's own blood. They're like a ghost, attacking suddenly and then slipping away before the police can even catch them. And what nickname did the internet give to this mysterious serial killer? Genocide Jack. Genocide Jack? The murderous fiend whose grisly attacks were famous all across the country. The ultimate murderous fiend creating a reputation of abnormal, downright cruel things.
Then this is some copycat killer trying to imitate Genocide Jack's style? But why would anyone do that?
Perhaps it's the work of the real Genocide Jack. The real... Wait, are you saying Genocide Jack is here in the school?
No way! There's no way. But going so far to write bloodlust at the scene, I am surprised at their stupidity.
I can't imagine a worse situation than dealing with a stupid murderer. What is it now?
Toko!
Hina was pointing towards the entrance to the girls' locker room. Toko was last to arrive, and now she was just standing there. No. Why? 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 She fainted. That does not sound good.
Toko!
Hina rushed over to the collapsed Toko and started trying to shake her awake.
Toko, are you okay? Come on, wake up!
That's right. I just remembered what she said about how she faints anytime she sees blood.
So she's hemophobic. I imagine she does not want to watch many horror films then.
This isn't a violation of the rules, right? I mean, technically she passed out somewhere besides her room. No, I think it should be okay. The regulations prohibit sleeping, like, on purpose. So since she didn't faint on purpose, it doesn't count? Gotcha.
Just a second.
Toko, can you hear me? Hey, you gotta wake up!
As if she'd heard her, Toko suddenly shot awake, as in, she literally jumped up from where she was laying. It was such a strange reaction, I was at a total loss for words. She leapt straight up in the air, changing her stance as she did. In no time flat, she was just standing up. Ignoring the physical contortions she had to go through, her motions were totally haphazard.
Huh? What?
Sorry about that. I was just shocked, you know? It happens, right? Was I the only one? Toko, are you okay? I'm fine. Oh, what? Was that a dead body? Hey, are you dead?
What the heck?
She must have hit her head real hard when she fainted. The word has a front and a back, a top, inning, and a bottom, a sea of truth and a web of lies.
Well...
This is quite concerning. I mean, she sounds completely different. No, everything's fine. At least the stutter's gone. That's a good thing, right?
I see.
It is clear to me that everything is not fine. Your eyes seem strangely vacant. It might be because if we take her back to her room it might be good if we take her back to the room for the time being. I can speak.
I don't mind taking her, but could someone help me?
If you need help, I wouldn't mind.
Taka, could you help me?
She's totally ignoring me. Very well. You take care of the girl. The rest of us can begin the investigation right away. I can assume nobody has a problem leaving Sakura and Mondo on guard duty again. Hold on a second. Rushing into an investigation? The mastermind isn't behind that. After what happened last time, surely you realize that.
Don't make me repeat myself.
There is no question that Chihiro was murdered by someone among us. Isn't that right, Monokuma?
Of course.
Right as rain. But don't take it as a bad thing. It's just the fact of life. Because that's how graduation works.
Then it happened again.
Is that what you're saying? Another one of us killed a fellow classmate. What? Does that freak you out? You guys have no balls, you know that? There's nothing to do it here at all. Well, I'll let you pray to mine if you want. Actually, I don't have any either. Sorry.
Stop talking.
Stop monologuing and give us what you came here to give us. You did bring it, right? I sure did, chum.
It's the Monokuma file.
Allow me to present the Monokuma file. I know how much you must be looking forward to it. So please do your tippity-top best in this investigation.
No way!
Do we really gotta do another investigation? Examining the corpse of one of our friends? Having to suspect all of our other friends? Oh, hello.
My capture is having some issues. Okay, there we go. That's better.
Why?
I hate this. I can't take it anymore.
I hate it too. I've had enough. I'm getting out of here. Where do you plan on going? There's nowhere to run.
Such ignorance.
Just accept it already. After all, blood is just liquid. A dead body is a simple object.
You are very enthusiastic about all of this, are you not?
Naturally.
How can I not be? If we don't unmask the culprit, we'll all die. That is true, but to jump into it so soon... What? Do you want to die?
Such ignorance.
Fine then, go off and die somewhere. Right now, go ahead. You're a waste of space.
Damn you!
A dead body is an object?
Piece of shit!
Chihiro wasn't an object. Show a little respect or I'll beat it into you.
Calm down.
Everyone, stop bickering. Listen, there's some truth in what Byakuya said. To Toko,
Because
if we don't solve the mystery and find the killer, our own lives will be forfeit. And if Byakuya is right in that Genocide Jack is somehow the one who killed
That's right.
Chihiro, then unless we do something, more victims could stop piling up.
Forget about more victims. If we mess this up, we're all dead meat.
Hey!
Hold on. If that's your worry, you don't gotta worry no longer. In any one killing game, the guilty party may only kill a maximum of 2 people. What? I don't remember any rule like that.
Actually,
I just came up with it. I mean, if one person went around killing everyone, your lovely student life would be all over, right? The new rule has been added to the regulations menu. In that case, why not limit it to 1 person?
hey,
Well, in a good mystery, you don't want to miss out on at least the potential of a serial killer angle. Just one would totally murder that possibility.
he's waiting for you.
Farewell. I'll catch you guys in the class trial.
I can understand his thinking, but if we can kill up to 2 people, then 1 person's life could still be in danger.
Interesting.
Which is definitely not good. We need to uncover the culprit before something else happens.
Son of a bitch!
You need to shut the fuck up.
so,
Well, for now, Taka and me are gonna drop Toko off in her room.
Nice. I'm gonna get dropped off.
there is nothing to be done.
We have no time to stand around here. We must begin our investigation, though sweet. If we do not solve the mystery of who killed Chihiro, then we will quickly follow in her into the afterlife.
That's true. I hate to say this, but if I want to survive, me and everyone else, we have to do it. We don't have any other choice. First of all, I better check that Monokuma file to see exactly what's going on. The victim was Chihiro Fujisaki. The time of death is estimated to be around 2 in the morning. The body was discovered in the girls' locker room on the 2nd floor of the school. The cause of death was a blow to the head with a blunt object. She was killed instantly. That's all it says. Well, it's not like there's any point in complaining about it. No matter what, I gotta do what I gotta do. Monokuma file number 2 has been added to the truth bullet section of the handbook. Hey, Makoto, you have a second? Huh? Did you need something from me? Of course. Life without purpose is quite dull, you know. Huh? What did you need? I'm going to let you cooperate with me during the investigation. Huh?
What?
I'm purchasing your talent. The same talent which allowed you to solve Sayaka's case. Solve? No, I just... You seem to have some limited use, which is why I've chosen you. You will have the honor of contributing to my investigation. So you're inviting me to come with you. You're doing it in the most arrogant way possible, though.
Let's go.
Now then, shall we get started? But... We need to get moving. There's no time to be standing around. I don't really know what just happened, but it looks like I'll be working with Byakuya on this one. Yeah, my favorite character kicked it. I'm sad. I'm big sad. What an unfortunate event based on the stream title. That's why I kept it. For people watching the VOD, the stream title is I Love Chihiro with a little heart. Because Chihiro is my favorite character in this game. And that was my one for the last stream because we were watching the Chihiro free time events. And yeah, my favorite character just kicked it. So yay me, I guess. It's Danganronpa, it happens. Yeah. Yeah. I could feel the life draining out of my own body. It's a dead body. Chihiro's dead body.
Strange.
But the more I look, the stranger it all seems. It must be Genocide Jack's handiwork. Well, but we're still not sure he did it. Is that what you want to say? I wonder about that. The word bloodlust is written on the wall in blood. What's the meaning behind it, bloodlust? Okay, let me... Actually, this is the farthest it rotates this way. Okay, so... Let's talk left to right. Let's start with Kirigiri. She took her time examining Chihiro's corpse. She poked and prodded, going over every inch of the lifeless body. You're a strange woman, you know, being able to touch a dead body with absolutely no trouble. She seems to be concentrating pretty hard. It's like she can't even hear us. A surveillance camera. The mastermind must have been watching as Chihiro was killed. They know what happened, and they're still forcing us to go through all of this. If you have time to talk, you have time to start investigating. Rude! Rude and disrespectful. Okay. Okay. Oh, there's an additional IC. Okay. There's a fresh blood stain on the carpet. It must have been splattered with blood during the murder. There's a dumbbell on the floor, and this blood stain. There's a blood stain on the dumbbell. The Monokuma file said a blow to the head with a blunt object is what killed her. Does that mean the dumbbell was actually the murder weapon? I don't imagine it could have been anything else. Locker room dumbbell has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. The poster's got some blood on it. It must have been during the murder. I use the locker room all the time. Now it's become the site of Chihiro's death. But why? Was she killed by someone in the locker room? Actually, if you think about it, she could have been killed somewhere else and carried here. She was very light, that is true. It wouldn't have been hard for someone to carry her, but still. I still think she came here on her own, by choice. What makes you say that? She'd been talking a lot lately about how she wanted to get stronger. So you're saying someone came here with her to exercise? But according to the Monokuma files, apparently she was killed around 2 in the morning. Would she really have been exercising that late? Hina or myself are usually in the locker room during the day, so she was probably avoiding it then. Avoiding it? Although we invited her to join us more than once, she never showed up. So I can only assume she was trying to avoid us. And instead, she came to exercise in the middle of the night? Perhaps. It's difficult for me to imagine she would have come alone. She did want to start exercising, but she specifically mentioned she couldn't do it by herself. She needed support from others. So you're saying she could have come here in the middle of the night to train in secret? But that she also would have come with someone else. It's a possibility, I think. Sakura's account has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Cool. Okay. This is one of the monitors Monokuma appears on. now's no time to think about it. Just the door? Okay, so that's the exit door. Okay, so it's just Mondo. And then we can leave. Dude had a real complex about being weak. You heard Chihiro talk about it, right? All I need is to get stronger. Yeah, I do remember that she said that more than once. Sure did, which I guess explains the trip down here. But did she really need to get stronger that badly? You already mentioned it, but she was a girl after all. Most girls aren't all that strong. I don't know, man. I haven't really thought about it that much. Because of Chihiro's complex, I can't help but wonder what it might be. Mondo's account has been added to the Truth Bullet section in your handbook. Now I believe it's time for us to move on. Huh? Already? New clues won't magically appear by standing around here. We need to check every aspect of this case. That's true, but if you're satisfied, let's hurry up and proceed. He's so pushy. I got caught up with the wrong person this time. So, this is our next location. Huh? This place is related to the investigation? Figure it out for yourself. It's no fun if you don't, right? Okay. Flotation donut, I don't think it's related to what happened to Chihiro. That's not even the scene of the crime, idiot. There's a bunch of different pool-related items on the shelf, which have nothing to do with the case. Maybe this gun was used to... No, impossible. If that were true, Chihiro would have been riddled with holes. If I remember correctly, this card reader is meant to work with the handbooks, right?
What?
Do you have an issue with it? If so, you should take it up with Monokuma. He said that, then quickly and sharply clapped his hands together.
Call for me?
Has he been domesticated?
That's right.
It seems that Makoto has a question for you.
You need something?
Well, it's just about the card reader.
Yes, the card reader must... The card readers have all been designed to interface with your e-handbooks. You can only enter the room upon the corresponding to your gender listed in the individual handbook.
And that it's impossible for two people in a row to go through while the door is locked, correct?
Unbelievable.
If there were some sort of erratic terrorist on the prowl, the ceiling mountain Gatling gun would initiate a Swiss cheese slaughter.
And the school regulations prohibit anyone from lending someone else their handbook, correct?
Of course.
So then, that means only girls can go in the girls' locker room and only boys can go in the boys' locker room. In other words, Chihiro's body being found in the girls' locker room means... Hey, Makoto, I can see right through you. See right through me. Allow me to tell you what you're thinking. Since Chihiro was found in the girls' locker room, the killer must have been able to get in there.
In other words,
As such, the killer must be one of the girls. Did I get it right?
such ignorance.
Good lord, you're so simple. But, am I wrong? You should pay closer attention to the regulations. The answer has been found in front of you this entire time. Loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. The only act of loaning a handbook is prohibited. Borrowing someone else's is perfectly fine.
I would have expected nothing less from the progenitor son of a noble Tagami family. You managed to snip out the loophole in the regulations.
Knowing you, I would bet you had created it on purpose, didn't you? To add a little more excitement to things.
You're treating me like some puny little appetizer instead of the main course that I am. Now then, since the dead don't actually talk, they're not people anymore, they're things.
Yep.
Get it? Got it? Good.
Wait, hold on. You're saying that there's a loophole, but in order to borrow something from someone, then that would mean someone had to loan it, so,
Why you?
So sleepy. Just listening to you makes me want to pass out. But more like Byakuya to get your poop together.
Unbelievable.
Or else I'll charge you with criminal negligence. No more questions. Figure out the rest on your goddamn self.
That's fine.
well, I know you are unfortunately lacking some mental faculties, so I'll fill you in myself. Let's head to the main hall. That'll help you understand what's going on. Card reader's been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Oh, they'll just teleport me there. Neat. We came into the main hall. So, what are we looking for here? Does that mean I have to figure it out myself? The hulk of metal blocking the entrance seems like some sort of machine. There's a mailbox here. Could there be something inside? It's an e-handbook. No, wait, there's 3 of them. But what are they doing here? So you finally found them. Huh? Did you know these were here, Byakuya? I happened to find them by chance myself the other day. It seems there was a system in place where handbooks of dead students get delivered to this mailbox. So then, these 3 handbooks belong to, Oh, hey, Heartbulb, nice to see you. Junko, Leon, and Sayaka? You can go ahead and confirm that for yourself. I immediately turned on one of the handbooks, and when I did... You're right. This is Sayaka's handbook. Now do you understand? This is the key to the loophole that I revealed earlier. Yeah, I feel like I'm starting to get it. You should pay closer attention to the regulations. The answer has been in front of you this entire time. Loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. Only the act of loaning a handbook is prohibited. Borrowing someone else's is perfectly fine. I see. Yeah, now I understand. No classes! Woo! I'm glad you're able to join here with us. We are in the middle of the second investigation for Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. The main hall e-handbooks have been added to your truth bullet section. Woo! Hold on a second. What's wrong?
Very strange.
One of the handbooks won't turn on. Is it broken? Whose is it? The other handbook showed up with Junko's name when I started it up. Then the one that won't turn on must be Leon's, right? It would make sense, yes. After all, he did get pummeled with dozens of baseballs. Pummeled with baseballs. The memory came flooding back. The cruel punishment which led to Leon's death. The execution that the mastermind had concocted. A cruel, heartless death. You're right. It wouldn't be surprising for the handbook to break during that kind of assault. I'm not saying all of that. That's okay. What?
That e-handbook is essential to student life here. Crucial, integral, instrumental, a super big deal. There's no way it would break that easily.
But it did.
That's impossible!
If I say it wouldn't break, it wouldn't frickin' break. It can withstand 10 tons of pressure, and it's waterproof up to 100 meters, okay? I don't care how many baseballs got hit with it. It wouldn't do crap. Oh, but, even my amazing handbook does have a single weak point.
It does?
I can't hear you!
But it's a secret. I wouldn't want you to go breaking any more handbooks.
Then Leon must have broken it somehow without realizing its weakness, right?
Hard to say. You know what I think? I think this handbook is actually broken.
What?
But you might ask, how could that be?
Oh, isn't actually broken. My bad. Leaving the question hanging in the air, Monokuma disappeared. What just happened? Monokuma said it's broken, and it's not broken, and it's an undeniable fact that it's not turning on. Well, I don't see any connection to the case, so it doesn't matter for now. You think so? Either way, something about it still bothers me. Broken Eve handbook has been added to the truth bullet section. Whoop! Okay then, this should be enough to get things rolling. Let's begin our investigation in earnest to track down this true culprit. Yeah, we need to find out who killed Chihiro. To be exact, not quite. Huh? Not quite. That's the monitor again. I don't feel like that's relevant. We already checked the lock there. Did we just talk to him again? What did you mean by that, Byakuya? To be exact, not quite? Certainly, I want to reveal Chihiro's killer, but more precisely, I want to discover the true identity of Genocide Jack. Then you really think, you truly believe that Genocide Jack is the one that killed Chihiro? Absolutely. I have no doubt that Genocide Jack is the culprit in this case. That murderous fiend is Genocide Jack, right?
What?
There's no one else it could be. A murderous fiend who kills again and again using bizarre and brutal methods. They are like a ghost, attacking suddenly and then slipping away before the police can catch up with them. And what nickname did the internet give this serial killer? Genocide Jack? They say he's killed thousands of people, but that's gotta be an urban legend. Still, could one of us really be that demented, psychotic killer like that? You're not wrong to wonder. But words mean little right now. I have something that will prove it, and I can show you. Surveillance camera with a machine gun attached to it, yeah. This is also that same thing, right? Do we just talk to him again? I guess. No.
Don't make...
Oh, I do. And I have a basis to believe that. I assure you Genocide Jack is one of us. Oh. Hold on.
Don't make me repeat myself.
Absolutely. Genocide Jack. Okay. There we go. Is there really proof? There is somewhere I'd like to take you. This will provide all the evidence you need. Evidence that Genocide Jack is the one that killed Chihiro. Evidence? Does something like that really Hey, you two. Okay.
Big trouble. I
don't
need your
have time
help.
to play with you.
We're busy. Leave us alone.
Cause, I mean,
But it's an emergency. Emergency. Come on, please. You gotta help me.
please.
This is a serious emergency. Please, please, you gotta help me. Just stay calm, okay, Hina?
I mean,
But it's an emergency. An emergency? What happened?
well,
Something's wrong with Toko. She's acting really strange. Well, I mean, she was acting pretty strange earlier, right? What should we do,
Very
Byakuya?
strange.
Since it's Toko, I must admit I'm intrigued. I suppose we can take a second to see what's going on with her.
Are you sure?
Don't make me repeat myself.
He said the thing! Guys, he said the thing! I didn't expect that. I thought for sure he'd just say no, and that would be the end of it.
Okay, come on, hurry.
Wait for us, Hina. It looks like she's headed to the dorms. To Toko's room, more likely. You're right. Is Toko inside? Some kind of emergency.
You guys are too slow.
I think you're just too fast. So, what's the emergency?
so,
Well, after what happened to the girls' locker room, we left Toko in her room so she could lie down. After a while, we came back to check on her, you know? See how she was doing, but when we did, it was weird. She refused to come out, and she kept saying all this weird stuff.
Weird stuff?
That's fine.
We should try talking to her ourselves.
Yeah, good idea.
This stream is an excuse to yourself to not help with club preparing. Honestly, getting out of work, any excuse to get out of work, I guess. That's valid. I may as well give it a shot. The door swung open, slowly and silently. Holy crap! An aura of negativity flowed out from behind the door, forcing a gasp out of me.
Oh, nothing. It's just that Hina was really worried about you, holding yourself up in your room.
leave me alone.
Yeah, sure thing. But could you open up just for a second?
Won't allow it.
Huh?
I won't let Genocide Jack have control.
And just like that, she slammed the door in my face. What was that?
She's been acting like that the whole time. When I rang a little while ago,
I'll drive out the killer. Drive out this murderous fiend.
it doesn't make any sense, right? I was afraid to leave her in there alone, so I tried to bust down the door. But it felt like something was holding it shut on the other side. It couldn't even budge.
Toko was scared enough to even bar her door? Does she think the same thing as Byakuya? Does she really think the serial killer Genocide Jack really murdered Chihiro? Is that why Toko's so scared?
Whatever it is, I'm really worried about her. Isn't there anyone who might be able to persuade her?
Togami, you are gonna hate me. You are gonna hate me for doing this. Oh, that was an unfortunate. Oh, yeah, that was a deeply unfortunate place to have that spotlight come out. That's fine. Still no redeemable stuff with channel points. Yeah, that's gonna take you guys a while. I'm sorry. We're working on it. I swear. It's just been a busy time for me right now. Hey, Byakuya, do you think you could ask her to come out of her room, I mean?
That's fine.
Sure, whatever.
Are you gonna talk to her, Byakuya? Well, I guess you really can be nice when you want to.
Byakuya stood in front of her door, not making a sound, and pressed the doorbell. After a few moments...
What do you want?
Leave me alone! You're all so annoying! Byakuya!
It's Byakuya.
I'm sorry, I couldn't keep our promise. But don't worry, never again. I won't let Genocide Jack have control ever again. And with that, the door slammed shut. Even Byakuya couldn't pull it off. There's nothing else we can do. Let's get back to the investigation. Hold on. Hey, Byakuya, what was Toko talking about just now? Something about a promise? I have no idea. Other than one of her delusions, I'm sure. But...
Stop talking.
If I say I don't know, it means I don't know. Let Hina take care of her.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I'll stay here and keep an eye on her.
Go.
Well then, let's go. Without waiting for a reply, Byakuya stepped away. Byakuya? I hurried up to catch up. I tried to talk to him several more times as we walked, but he didn't even look back, let alone say anything. He just kept walking on towards his destination. Finally, his feet brought him to a stop in front of a certain room. The library. Come on, let's go in. Nope. Oh. There are no clues here. We need to check elsewhere. The evidence that proves that it was Genocide Jack is really in the library?
Don't make me repeat myself.
There's no point in checking there. We need to find real clues. What do you mean by real clues, you jackass? Knock it off! What does a desk lamp matter right now? Then tell me where it is, you fucking fuckboy. You said it's here. You could be a little, you know, helpful with the investigation and, like, tell me where you think it is? A surveillance camera. The mastermind must have been watching as Chihiro was killed. They know what happened. They're still forcing us to go through with this. Yeah. This is one of the monitors Monokuma appears on. I don't think it's relevant right now. I mean, dude, if you think there's evidence in here, it would be helpful if you said something. If I remember, on one side of this door, it's an archive, right? Hurry up and go inside. Oh,
Let's go.
here? It'll all make sense when you're inside. Jackass. Whoa, there's so many books and files, and so much dust,
In
too.
other words,
I would say there's enough value in this place to endure the dust. There's so many files stuffed onto the shelf. What's in all of these? These documents are dangerous. Dangerous? They detail all the people who control the world from behind the scenes. Dangerous truths for a commoner. You mean like members of the Diet or something? No, I mean ones with real power, the secret council controlling everything from the shadows. If you're ready to disappear for it, if you're ready to disappear for it, I can words. Togami can words. Take a look. There are some very interesting people there. You're just kidding, right? Am I? I'll just let it go for now. If you pay attention to your surroundings, you're sure to discover the value for yourself. Without really thinking about it, I picked one at random. Ah, so you have a sharp eye indeed to select that file. Huh?
That's right.
That's the report on the presidential assassination. The original is kept in the National Library. It wouldn't be declassified for another 30 years. Are you sure you want to look at it now? There's no telling whose crosshairs you might wind up in for peeking at it. Without making a sound, I returned the file to the shelf. Huh? It's a desk lamp. Oh yeah, it's the same one I saw Byakuya using in the library before. Do you have a problem with that lamp? It was here before, and I moved it there. It's too dark over there, so I thought I'd put it to good use. We're very specific about that lamp, thank you, Togami. There's a wooden box, it's empty. Although, judging by the smudges on it, it looks like there was something inside. I wonder what it was. There was an extension cord plugged in there. It proved to be very useful when I was in the library. An extension cord, huh? There's a ton of thick files on the shelf. If you're thinking of looking through any of them, let me give you a little warning. These things are filled with graphic, disturbing photos of all kinds of crime scenes. It's the kind of thing any normal person wouldn't ever look at, so be careful. Huh? What do you mean? All of these files are of investigation reports related to different cold cases. Those are internal documents, for police eyes only. They're not the only thing you'd be expected to leak. Oh. So, are you finally beginning to understand the true splendor of this library? The entire reason I was interested in this library is because of this room right here.
Interesting.
It's home to the classified government documents, police records, things no ordinary person would ever see. Isn't it magnificent? This can't be for real, right?
Ignorance.
That's your guys' problem. Anything that doesn't fit into your preconceived reality, I can read. You label a lie. Well, it's not that. It's just... It's not like I can totally refuse to believe it, but... I mean, there's just so much. How could anyone have put all this together? I suppose it goes to show just how much power Hope's Peak Academy truly wields. Or perhaps the mastermind may have wanted to prove to us enough... provide us with enough entertainment, I can read, to keep us from getting bored. It's no use. I can't keep up with all of this. It's just too unreal. What's wrong? Still can't believe it? What about you? How can you believe it so easily? Things like that are usually impossible. What do you mean, usually? Usual, normal, ordinary, simple? Those things don't exist anywhere in the real world. If you don't understand what they actually represent, then you don't understand the nature of anything. You don't pull your punches, do you? Besides, what you consider usual is based on your common sense, right? But what makes you think your own common sense applies to me at all? The documents gathered here are genuine. I have reviewed multiple times, blah blah blah, I skipped that. No, you... Oh. Oh, that's because we clicked it back here. No, oh! Shit, come on. I've reviewed them multiple times, and there was no doubt. Oh, hold on a second. You're saying you've read them all of these documents more than once? But all of these had to be like top secret confidential stuff, right? So why? My family has a reading room just like this in our home. Ours is bigger, of course, and not as dusty. Huh? Members of the Togami family have had access to a variety of government-related documents. That includes foreign powers as well as domestic. How is that possible? I already told you there's a secret council that controls the world from the shadows. My family is a member of that council. I have within me a bloodline that allows me to one day bend the world to my will. But to become such a ruler, I must know all levels of this world backwards and forwards. So whenever I have time, I like to review whatever documents and materials that interest me. Which is why I can proclaim without a doubt that these materials gathered here are the real thing. This is beyond believing or not believing. Byakuya is actually starting to scare me. More than the mastermind. Okay. You know what, that's fair. And what always interests me the most are cold case police investigation reports. Reading through these reports has always been a hobby of mine, ever since I was little. It's excellent mental exercise. I've solved more than a few of these cases by reviewing the reports. And among all of these reports, one of my recent favorites is the Genocide Jack case. As he talked, Byakuya grabbed a specific file from the shelf. This is a complete case file. Every single report surrounding Genocide Jack case has been compiled here. Because there are so many, allow me to quickly summarize the main points. To begin, there are two notable characteristics in every Genocide Jack murder. The first characteristic is that every crime scene, the word bloodlust is written on the victim, in the victim's own blood. Okay, I can read. And the second is that when the victims are murdered, their bodies are suspended in a certain way. Bloodlust is written in the blood, and the victim is suspended. Oh wait, that's not Naegi, my bad. That's exactly what happened to Chihiro. Yeah, thank you for being the Dora the Explorer for us, Naegi. Save your surprise, the best part is yet to come. For the second characteristic, where the victims are suspended, the only ones that knew about that particular fact were members of the police and other higher-ups. By all accounts, nobody in the media ever found out. Huh? In other words, no one on the news, no one online, nobody knew about the aspect of each crime. Only the key officials and the killer himself knew about the act of mounting the victim. Now, if you recall Chihiro's corpse, her body was most certainly mounted in this fashion. So, how could the killer have known about suspending the victim? That's the key question. But in fact, the answer is quite simple.
In other words,
The culprit isn't a copycat killer, it's the real Genocide Jack.
in
Huh?
other words,
That right there is evidence that Genocide Jack has hidden himself amongst the rest of us. Then Genocide Jack really is such a brutal, fiendish killer, really walking around with us?
interesting.
Things are really starting to get interesting, aren't they? I never imagined a killer with such a reputation would ever become part of this little game. Now, don't you think it would be good for you to take a look at what I've already seen? You might manage to ferret out a clue or two.
Ignorance.
If you get down on your knees and beg, I might even show you myself. No, I'm not doing that, you jackass. Fuck you and fuck all your shit. Wooden box, blah, blah, blah. Oh. Ha ha ha. Oh. Surveillance camera. Nice. Okay. It's all one hitbox, I guess. Okay.
That's right.
Presidential assassination. No. No, 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 I don't need them. Thank you. No, I already did that. I'm just trying to see what... the lamp? No, it's not the hitbox I was aiming for, but okay. Do you have a problem with the lamp? I shipped Togami X lamp, actually. It's my favorite Danganronpa ship, personally. Byakuya, about the Genocide Jack case file, could you let me see it?
Fine.
Well, you didn't beg, but I guess it's okay this time. Feel free to look in here, but you can't take it with you. Byakuya handed me the file, and I flipped through it with a tense, nervous finger. Suddenly, my hand stopped. I had reached the page where photos from the scene of each crime had been collected. The names of Genocide Jack's victims ran for several pages. Ken Harada, 32. Tenchihiro Honda, 17. Shoji Gaku, 23. Kano Ise, 14. Takeshi Yoshida, 30. Komatsuna Taro, Takafumi Gono, my bad, I am stumbling through these names. Uchida Naohisa, Takeshi Masumune, Yuta Yumejima. There was no end to it. But the only thing that came perfectly clear as I read, the killer's countless victims were killed and suspended in the exact same way. And the scene of every murder, there was the word bloodlust left in the victim's blood. Now take a look at the next page and you'll find another interesting tidbit. The next page... profiling results. All of the crimes took place on either weekdays at night or during the holidays, either day or night. The most common time for the killings was to take place on holidays in the afternoon. Based on these facts, it would suggest that the suspect must be a student. Evidence suggests that the suspect lingered at the scene, but when they did leave, they were in a panic. Because an eyewitness never came forward, it's unlikely that there's any external reason for this. This confused behavior suggests that the suspect may suffer from dissociative identity disorder.
So, in other words,
the key point is that the culprit may as well have a split personality. I will state for the record, there is a lot of controversy around this case for more than one reason. I think the second case in Danganronpa is probably the most controversial for a lot of reasons, and one of them does have to do with this. For the record, this should be common sense, I think, for a lot of people, but the vast, vast, vast majority of people who have dissociative identity disorder will not kill people. That is something that comes up in, like, horror media a lot, but just because someone has dissociative identity disorder does not mean that they are at a greater risk than anyone else of becoming like a psychopath and killing a bunch of people. That's just not how that works. And also just the depiction of dissociative identity disorder in this game is very not, does not align with real life. The depiction of dissociative identity disorder in this game is not at all accurate to how dissociative identity disorder is in real life. So take everything this game says about dissociative identity disorder with the biggest, I don't think I can even call it a grain of salt. Just anything this game says about dissociative identity disorder, don't believe it and look it up for yourself, because, like, do actual research, because a lot of people, both with and without dissociative identity disorder, have pointed out how inaccurate this portrayal is. So just keep that in mind going through the trial, please. Do not assume that just because someone has this disorder that means they're a killer. Please and thank you. Also, calling it split personality is very outdated. That was kind of, people used to call this like split personality disorder or like multiple personality disorder or something like that. That's more of an outdated term. So when he says that too, that's just not, I'm just stating all of this for the record now because I know if I don't bring it up, someone else will. And I'd rather just state for the record that I know that these are not accurate portrayals of DID, and I don't want anyone to think that they're accurate portrayals of DID because they are not. So just stating all of that up front. The key point is that this culprit may well have a split personality. A split personality, like the kind of things you see on TV. So I'm part of another totally unbelievable story. But this one is way more unbelievable than anything else up until now. Or maybe it isn't? I don't know. My mind has just gone numb. Genocide Jack case file has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Alright, we should get going soon. Huh? Where are we going? Anywhere but here. We finished our business here, haven't we? Wait, Byakuya? As usual, Byakuya turned and left without another word. I hurried out of the library to catch up. Well, this is where we part ways. I have something I need to take care of before the class trial. Huh? All of a sudden like that.
Time to play with you.
Come on, enough of your annoying misapprehensions. Did you really think we'd be together the whole time? I take responsibility for moving. Take responsibility for yourself. Sorry, I can't read. Take responsibility for yourself and do something useful. Move the investigation forward on your own. Oh, wow, I love reading. Well, goodbye. And just like that, he was gone. Just as quickly as he had come to join me, it cut me off. In the end, I felt like I was some plaything being tossed around. At the same time, I had uncovered some really important clues thanks to him. Genocide Jack. He's the one that had killed Chihiro, and the murderous fiend is one of us. But who is it? I have to find that out no matter what it takes. And to do that, there's someone I have to go investigate one more time. I have to go back to the crime scene, the girls' locker room, and I should check up on the boys' locker room too. And the others might have to come up with some info that might be useful while I'm at it. I need to find out everything I can. Wee. I don't know where I'm going. Okay. I used to talk to Chihiro right here, and now she's gone. Cries in a hole. No, I don't want to talk to you. I will literally talk to any other character, please and thank you. This poster, it's a popular boy band called Tornado. Somehow it doesn't quite seem to fit the boys' locker room. There's a strange stain on the carpet. What is that? The boys' locker room carpet has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Oh, that can turn a lot. Cameras. Just making sure. If I break it, Monokuma might come and punish me. Anything else? Okay, I guess we're leaving then. Do we have to go back to the girls? Oh. Oh. Huh. Ain't that fun. Okay. Huh. Oh! Okay. It kind of lets me walk around. That's interesting. Maybe there's some kind of clue in the lockers. Guess not. Oh, but I did find a coin. Thank you. Okay. We don't need to... Huh? For some reason my... Oh, there it is. I don't think... Is there really anything we need to look at over here? Not really. Yeah, it doesn't even have anything over here for us to really look at. Huh. Okay. Other than the locker, it doesn't really give us much to do. So I guess... Yeah, we don't need to be in the pool. Did I... No, Can I leave the locker room? Yeah. So we can go back to the girls' room, though, right? I think. You made it to a stream! Hi, Excalus. I cannot read. I apologize deeply. Excal. Yes, live. Excalius live. Hello. Welcome to a stream. I appreciate you coming. Yippee! We are investigating the crime scene of Chihiro Fujisaki's murder. Hey, Kyoko, have you made any progress on the investigation? Generally speaking.
However,
But I have to get going. I have something unrelated to take care of.
Something besides the investigation? What is it?
well,
Nothing you need to worry about. Just concentrate on the murder. But
so then,
before I go, let me give you one piece of advice. You should examine Chihiro's body one more time. Thoroughly. Also, her handbook is missing. You might want to determine its whereabouts. That's it. I'll be praying for your success.
With that, Kyoko turned and left the girls' locker room. I guess I'll take another look at the body then. And Chihiro's handbook is missing? That's definitely worth worrying about. Chihiro's e-handbook has been added to the truth bullet section. Kyoko said I should examine the body one more time. Knowing she said thoroughly, but I do have my limits. Well, I better give it another shot anyway. Let's see. Chihiro's hands are bound with, and it looks like some kind of rope? The rope was used to prop her up in some kind of crucifix position, huh? The rope is a plug. So then it isn't really a rope at all. But the more I think about it, the more that's not the only thing that concerns me. Chihiro's fatal injury was a blow to the head, which means someone struck her in the head in order to kill her. That's right. There's the issue of being suspended and the fatal blow. At first, I didn't see any reason to think too much about either of them. But seeing them again after looking through the Genocide Jack file, something's not quite right. What does it all mean? The status of the dead body has been added to the truth bullet section of our handbook. Woo! Well, one thing most likely to tie all these mysteries together is the true nature of the rope that was used to suspend Chihiro. And to figure that out, there's only a certain place I need to revisit to look it over again. Plus, it might help to look at Genocide Jack's case file one more time. Yeah, because... Anyway. No. My bad. I did not mean to do that. Nope. Ah! Keep fucking up. No, I want to go back. Still one more thing to check. What? What is it? I thought we have to go back and examine Byakuya's shitty room again. The dude had a complex about being weak. I heard Chihiro talk about it, right? All I need is to get stronger. Yeah, I remember she said that more than once. Okay, we talked to Mondo about this already. Where did it come from? That's good to think about. What else do we have to look at before we leave? The word bloodlust is written on the wall in blood. Just like in all those Genocide Jack cases. Even at every crime, the word bloodlust is written in the victim's own blood. Okay. Bloodstained poster. The blood is the most noteworthy part, but the big-breasted swimsuit model is pretty noticeable too. A girl's locker room doesn't seem like the kind of place where you'd find something like this. Oh, yeah. Okay, so here's what it was. Oh, but wait, that reminds me. The poster in the locker room was... That's right, there's definitely something strange about this. In the boys' locker room, there's a poster of a popular boy band. And in the girls' locker room, there's a poster of a big-breasted swimsuit model. Could the posters have been switched? But if they were, why? What's the reason anyone could have? Maybe I could talk to someone who knows a bit more about the locker rooms. 2 locker room posters has been added to the truth bullet section of the handbook. I know who knows about the locker rooms. You spend a lot of time exercising in the girls' locker room, right, Sakura? I use it nearly every day since it opened up. Sometimes Hina and I use it together. Okay then, let me ask you about something. Did you think the poster in the boys' and girls' locker room could have been switched? Sorry, I can't really. I never paid much attention to the posters. I see. But there is something that's been bothering me about the locker room. You see, I like to drink a little protein coffee every time I finish exercising. We have protein coffee? In the warehouse. It's not the highest quality, but I don't have a lot of other options. I mix protein powder in with the coffee and down a glass after exercising. Anyway, the other day I spilled some on the carpet in the girls' locker room and it left a stain. A stain? But I don't see any stain on the carpet now. Exactly. I noticed it earlier. The stain has disappeared. I can only assume someone came along and cleaned it up, but still, isn't that unusually clean? As if there was never a stain there to begin with. The disappearing stain has been added to the truth bullet section of the handbook. Can I leave now? Will you let me leave? Yeah, thank you. Time to go back. No, I don't want to talk to him. Ah, fuck. All right, whatever. Ding dong! Hifumi has discovered evidence revealing the identity of the culprit. Another stat increase for me. Evidence? What did you find? I cannot reveal that yet. But I guarantee that what I found will steal the killer's breath from his lungs. Are you sure about that? Oh, yes. Miss Ludenberg said she'd witnessed something worthwhile, too. Really? What did she see?
Well, it would seem...
She refused to tell me. It's like when a girl bullies the boy she likes, right? Right? Okay. Where's Celeste now? At the warehouse by the dorms. She was there, but at the same time, not there.
What's it gonna be? Okay, maybe talking to him was relevant. Never mind. Mondo's hair reminds you of pizza. Yeah. If I need to go talk to Celeste, I will. But for now, it is a pizza slice, like Mondo's hair. Genocide Jack files, I think, were over here. Take another look at the case file. I know it was around here somewhere. Huh? It's gone. Did someone take it out of the archive? But the only one who would have done something like that, I can't think of anyone but Byakuya. Fuck you, Byakuya. Fuck you and everything you represent. And still something I need to check. Wait, was it? Oh, it was the cord. Probably took, you'd been in school to start the killing game, which explains why there isn't anyone else at school. Serious issues that could have forced shut down in the first place, blah, blah. We talked about that a few episodes ago. Why don't we have to, it's the extension cord, right? That was the first thing when she was like, oh, it's an extension cord. I was like, yeah. The wooden box is empty. The extension cord was in here before. Wait, what? I thought it was about the extension cord. Ooh. Is it that the lamp isn't plugged into anything? There's dark over here. What if it means I'll become a target? Yeah, no thank you. Ooh, I see, okay. Thick layer of dust on top of the disc. Maybe there's a clue here, guess not. Wait, no, that's not... Oh, maybe I have to click the lamp. No! Ah! Sometimes clicking things in this game is so hard. Oh, the lamp won't turn on. Oh, I see. It's not plugged in. The lamp's cord isn't long enough to reach the outlet from here, but last time I saw it, it was definitely on, and it was definitely right there. Oh, yeah. This makes you look real guilty, Togami. Togami really fucked himself. Oh, that's right. Byakuya was using an extension cord. If his goal was to not look guilty, bro, like, failed in every conceivable way. He was like, yeah, I'm gonna bring Makoto straight to the evidence, more or less tell him about the extension cord, like, show him all this Genocide Jack crap. Like, he was making himself look so guilty. For fuck's sake, dude. But there's no extension cord here now. I wonder if... Yeah. What a weirdo. Okay, so we talked to Hifumi. So she was by... Where did he say she was? I hate to go talk to the dude again, but... I might have to, because I forget. Oh, yeah, I can sprint. I forgot about that. No, that's classroom. She was looking at a storage room, right? That's where he said she was. That's downstairs. So, let's run around downstairs. Medical. It's in the inn, right? Bro, about to go. I mean, bro doesn't know how to crime. You are 100% correct. He's so full of himself, and he can't even crime right. Celeste? There you are.
Hello, Miss Ma'am.
Celeste, what are you doing here?
This warehouse is amazing. It has absolutely everything one might need to live a full life. From food to clothes to towels, there's an endless supply to choose from.
I see that, but have you found anything related to the case?
Fortunate.
I knew you were going to ask me that. I thought talking about the warehouse itself might distract you, but I see it was pointless.
When did you find something?
Very well. I will tell you and only you. Last night I saw her here. Chihiro in the warehouse.
What? Really?
Indeed.
It was right before nighttime.
What are you doing out this late?
Oh, I was just...
Are you planning to go exercise, perhaps?
What? How did you know?
Because I can see a blue track jacket sticking out of that duffel bag you're carrying.
Oh, you're right. Well, I'd better get going.
The stuffed jacket in her bag. She stuffed the jacket in the bag in her hurry. It was almost like she was trying to hide it. And just like that, it was gone.
Yes, indeed.
I assumed she was merely stocking up to go exercise in the morning, but it would appear she ignored the nighttime rule and headed directly to the girls' locker room. If she hadn't broken our rule, none of this would have ever happened. You get what you deserve, I suppose.
The Romanian accent. Yeah, honestly though, Celeste's thing is that she can never figure out what her accent really is. She's kind of French, kind of German, kind of Russian sort of thing sometimes. And that's kind of on purpose. I mean, they acknowledged it literally in like one of the first scenes of the game where it's like, you're Japanese, and she's like, yeah, and it's like, why do you talk like that? And she's like, talk like what? More or less. She just has like whatever accent. So apparently, she went to the girls' locker room late at night in order to exercise without anyone knowing, but the strange thing is, there was no trace of the track jacket or duffel bag Celeste had said she saw Chihiro carrying, which would mean her killer had gotten rid of them somehow. Celeste's account added to the handbook. So I'm assuming that's not it then. Oh, the coffee. Right. There's all different kinds of food stacked up. I don't see anything here noteworthy. Towels, jackets. Looks like they've put together a good collection of school equipment. There's all kinds of stuff piled up anywhere, blah, blah, blah. Is this the fridge Sayaka had mentioned? I don't see anything noteworthy here. There's all sorts of stuff piled up anywhere, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Yes, we are leaving the area. Because I need to figure out where the F we are going. I mean... Huh. That seems like it should be it. Right? I feel like in theory this is everything. But we did see Ishimaru earlier, so maybe we should go talk to him. Okay. I don't hate talking to you, so.
How unfortunate.
Maybe we should have confessed our embarrassing secrets after all. Damn it! I'm sorry, Chihiro. It's all because I wasn't strong enough. Okay, well, that was irrelevant. Thank you for adding nothing. Geez, I'm so mean to these characters sometimes. They're going through life or death situations. I should be a little more... I should be more understanding. Oh, God. Am I gonna be doing the thing I was doing in chapter 1 where I'm walking around aimlessly until I have to Google it? That's probably what's gonna happen. I feel like I've gotten everything. Truth bullets. Can I check if I'm missing a Monokuma file? Oh, okay, yeah. 15 of 15. Oh no, it's just the amount that I have. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. Yeah, that is just the amount of files that I have. I figured it would be kind of nice if they had skipped one, so maybe I could backtrack and figure out where I was supposed to go. Then again, I guess this is an investigation, so you do kind of have to look everywhere. I don't know, man. Oh, could we go back and talk to Togami again? He was being a little bitch earlier. What a dick. Hi, Con. Nice to see you. Togami's such a little bitch, guys. Togami's joining the little bitch club. He's so mean. He sucks at crime. You're playing Danganronpa 2, that's awesome. Have fun. Have fun with Danganronpa 2. I know I've said that Danganronpa 2 is my least favorite game, but it's still a great game. I love all of Danganronpa. Not equally, but I do love all of it. This is Byakuya's room. I doubt there are any clues in here. I don't care about clues. I care about cussing him out. He's a little bitch like that. Anything in the kitchen, maybe? This might be my last straw before I Google it. Oh. Hi, Aoi. Oh, Hina, how's Toko doing?
Same as before. She won't come out, and she just keeps on mumbling something about Genocide Jack. So I kind of just left her there.
You left her?
My head was all swimmy, and I was getting pretty hungry. But don't worry. I'll head back as soon as I'm done eating. Toko's not exactly pleasant, but I'm still worried about her.
Speaking of which, what are you eating?
A donut, of course.
And from this moment on, actually, I don't know if it started here, but oh, the donut thing with Aoi, especially back at the beginning of this franchise, was like memed to death. Oh my god. I feel like luckily now most people have dropped it, but it's like, that was one of those memes that was inescapable in early Danganronpa, and I was like, you guys realize her whole personality is not just donuts, right? Of course.
There's two things I'm sure God created. Outer space and donuts.
Really?
I bet Chihiro would have liked to eat more donuts. Maybe it was her one big regret. I should have spent more time with her.
Come to think of it, who did she spend time with? Me! She spent time with me! I did all her free time events!
Yeah, she was a little strange. Didn't really hang out with the other girls much. It was like she was trying to keep her distance from us.
Actually, Sakura did say something similar. She said that even though you and her had invited Chihiro to exercise with you, she always refused.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, it's true, and it wasn't just us either. It was like she stayed away from all the girls.
Was she just shy?
I don't know. She talked to the boys all the time. Isn't it kind of weird to be shy around your own sex, but be totally fine with the opposite sex? Oh, wait, maybe she was used to guys spoiling her. The law says you can't judge a book by its cover, right?
You think so? I never really saw her as that kind of girl. Aoi's count has been added to the truth bullets. Okay, thank God. It's always Aoi. It's always Aoi in the kitchen. That always screws me up. You should like the canon voice for Aoi, like from the anime. I mean, lawyer time. Yeah, it's lawyer time, guys. But yeah, why do we hate this guy? Why do we hate Togami, guys? Can you give reasons? Can chat give all the reasons why we hate Togami? Because I feel like you guys could do an even better job of saying why we hate Togami than me.
I'm getting tired of waiting. Shall we just plunge right in? It's
As long as you
moment
let me
you've all been
save
waiting
first.
for, the class trial.
Yeah, let me save and that'll be okay.
You remember where to meet, right? Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon.
Please let me save during the class trial, for fuck's sake. It's about to begin. Also, just let me save before the class trial, because I might have to stop the episode, like, part way through the class trial. And I don't want to lose my progress. Okay. Cool. I don't remember how quick this class trial is, to be honest with you. Uh-oh.
So, is everyone ready to what? Am I blind or are we missing someone?
Yo.
Yeah, Toko's not here.
And Toko is,
You really don't remember?
Come on.
kidding. I'm just kidding. How could I forget that little nut job? She's a crucial part of the class this time.
What are you gonna do?
Okie dokie. I'll go ahead and drag her out, kicking and screaming. Just one moment, please.
And just like you said, a few minutes later, he reappeared, dragging Toko behind him. I told him I didn't want to, but he forced me. I can't believe you would drag a girl around. Terrible. You're terrible.
Oh, so now everyone's here, right? Okay then, hustle into the elevator and let's get this show on the road. I'll see you guys down there.
Let's go.
So, shall we begin and get going? It's time to find out who killed Chihiro. Okay, Chihiro. She was so gentle, so calm and meek. Nobody had any problems with her. Someone made a choice to kill a girl like that. And that murderer is one of us. Someone's standing right here. No, we're leaving. I don't care. We have no choice, right? We've got to do this.
Yes.
I gave a small nod in reply, and with one deep breath, I walked towards the elevator with my shaky legs. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. And soon as everyone was on, the elevator began to descend. I couldn't get a handle of my emotions, and I couldn't stop speculating. Again, I just want to mention, like, how nice the elevator sequences are, like, in a horrifying way. Just seeing less and less people in the elevator and how, like, quiet it is. I know I'm talking over it, so you don't really get the full experience, but this is another thing to play the game for yourself, please. But it's just like, I don't know. these little parts of Danganronpa are honestly the underrated things that make it so special. The steel box sank with a heavy clunking sound deeper and deeper into the ground, and as we went deeper, the uneasiness in my heart grew bigger and bigger. The elevator was unaffected, however, and continued to descend without hesitation, until finally came to a sudden stop.
What do you think? I redecorated. Isn't it so fresh? Isn't it so exciting?
Don't waste our time with stupid questions. Let's get this over with.
Good. You're raring to go. Gotta say, I don't hate it. Not at all.
Well,
Okay then, let's get this show on the road. Everybody, please find your assigned seats.
And so, the curtain opened once again. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial. Okay, so looking at the time right now, unfortunately, I think we're going to have to end the episode here. I know it's like so disappointing, but just I don't think we can save during class trials. I think we have to play them through. And they take a while. So I just want to make sure I can wrap up the class trial in one episode. So thank you guys. Oh gosh. Okay. Thank you guys for sticking with me through the investigation segment. I really appreciate it. I will try, dang, a cliffhanger. Yeah. I will try my best to find the time to stream the next episode really soon, just so we can get that up, because I don't want to wait too long to do that. That is a cliffhanger. It's an unfortunate one. So I want to be able to stream that with you guys soon. So I will see you guys hopefully as soon as I can, so that we can stream the class trial. All right. See you. Bye.